Hi everyone, this is Jan, and you can tell that I am not taping this in my normal environment. I'm actually on the road on kind of a super secret adventure, but I'll be able to share that with you in a couple of weeks, I think, and hopefully that will be fun. But while I was on the road, I brought a little bit of crafting goodness with me. I had a little bit to do to finish this mini album that I've been working on, and I have called this Which Came First, the mini album or the card, because actually it was the card that inspired the mini album. This was a card that I did for my newest niece. She is now the daughter of my sister and brother-in-law, and we're just so excited to have her in our family. They have adopted her from Guatemala, and this 4th of July was her first anniversary of being a U.S. citizen, and so we were pretty excited about that. So I made a special little card for her, and then I started realizing, gosh, there was so much about this year that we probably ought to document about her life, and so I decided to go ahead and do a mini album, and that's what I want to show to you today. This mini album, most of the papers in it are from Jenny Bolin. I am such a huge Jenny Bolin fan, and this is the 4th of July series bingo cards, and this background paper is her product that she makes with Coordinations cardstock, and it is in that color of red that she uses, and when you sand it off you get this wonderful two-tone effect. So anyway, I have a few little Copic girls in here, girls and guys actually, that I'll share with you because I have 2 nieces now and a nephew, and I wanted to have imagery in there that was associated with all of them. So this is my mini album is called This Is My Country, and I have a couple little charms, kind of rustic, vintagey. Just put some glass pearls and some buttons on a string for that. Okay, so here's the inside. And actually this little heart fell off. I'll have to, that's a grunge heart that goes with those Tim Holtz grunge wings. And this is a Jenny Bolin calendar, Jenny Bolin paper, and the other paper line I did was a Die Cuts with a View specialty Freedom Independence Day celebration thing. So just did a little bit of layering on this, and I also have used some vintage images that I got off of the internet at a website called Divas d'Este, and I will put the link down in the toolbar down here so that you can find where I found some of these great vintage images. Did a charm that I got at Michael's that had some great words on it, stained it and put some glossy accents on it, and then did one of the Tim Holtz numbers with some grunge paper and on it. Now this particular side is another card inspired element. When you pull the tab, the little guy comes up. Let's see if I can get that where you can see it. Sorry, I'm not working in my usual environment, so I know you can't see everything there. You can't see everything I'm doing. But this was actually a card that was inspired from Beata over on Split Coast Stampers, and so I took the idea and turned it into a photo mat and journaling area, and then just put part of the Pledge of Allegiance down here, which I think is kind of fun. So then over on this side, this is a Tim Holtz, I believe it's Baroque stamp, Sizzix, and then this is a tea-dyed tag that I've stamped that they can, a little Tim Holtz Adage ticket. And right over here I use some of the new basic gray doily ribbon paper, and just some flowers that I glimmer misted and stacked together, and a little homemade stick pin. Okay, so let's get to this page. And this this little buckle here, I actually got several months ago from Yoli Bean. She had in her Etsy store just these wonderful, this little brass bindings and buckles and all kinds of things, and I just keep pulling those out. I thought that would be a cute way to do the whole holding it closed thing. A couple of picture mats, did the Star Spangled Banner, and another one of those Divas de Este vintage images, and some Jenny Bolin little journaling spots. This one is, this is a Hambly screen print and some Jenny Bolin journaling spots, and then these right here are from the product packaging from the whole 4th of July bingo card set. I just cut the little pictures of that out. Little Copic girl. And then this is the little Copic girl that I colored from, gosh, I don't remember which one of these. I think this is Honey. I'm not sure. Just put Splash because I know they have a bunch of summer type activities they've been doing. Had a vintage image, and that was actually from one of Jenny Bolin's monthly crafting kits that she has. She does these reproductions of great old photographs that she has collected, and so I put that in there, and then made a little side pocket here. This paper and this paper are actually October Afternoon, and then made just a grunged up flower, used a 7 Gypsies months of the year tag and put a little number spot on there, and again just some more ephemera that is from the Divas de Este pack that I got on 4th of July. This is the Tim Holtz Texture Fade, and it's the one with the rays, and I put it on here and cut it off. Now I had glimmer misted it with reds and blues, and then had gone back with some white ink and highlighted the rays, and when I cut the strip off, I loved that I didn't want to throw it away, so I turned it over and trimmed the outline of where the rays ended, and then just put it on top of this tag that I had stamped and glimmer misted and kind of just messed with. So then put some pictures and some journaling there. And then on this side I've got one of the My Guy Ian, I think this is one of the My Guy Ians. This may be, gosh, I think it's from the Skater Dudes collection. So, and then just a brass bead that I found, and some paper punch. This paper, I love this paper. It's Jenny Bolin paper. And then I used one of the big bingo cards and put the flag and one of her Jenny Bolin journaling spots here. and I put them back to back, and when I did that I left the inside so that it was a little slot so I could put a journaling spot back here, another one of the Divas d'Este images, and then put a photo there. And this is a quote that says, "We value less that which costs us nothing." And an old milk cap, and just some more flowers. And then this last page, I ran the tag through my Cuddle Bug with one of the textures, the big dots, and put one of my crocheted flowers there, and one of my crocheted flowers up here with those little recollections roses. And then this little mat, or this little doohickey, I don't know what you would call it, another little Copic girl, and it opens up, and you can do some journaling. You can put some pictures in. These are just doilies that I have glimmer misted and then cut to fit. And these are the Tim Holtz washers, and I just held them on with a couple of little brads. And then the back this is from one of the ephemera packs, the Seven Gypsies vintage ephemera packs, and I just cut it out. On the other side there's a journaling spot on it, and then just stamped it. So I hope you have enjoyed this little mini that I've been working on. I have missed you ladies, and I'm glad to be back. And I'm going to show you the card that I did in a separate video that was inspired by Beata, that inspired this page right here. So you all have a great evening, and I hope you'll be sure and take time to play.